White line disease is essentially, we're not having a real good example of it here, but the white line is the area between the wall and the sole here, and usually you would see it right here. And it is usually in a freshly trimmed foot is it actually a white line. And what happens is that typically a fungus will migrate up in between this area and go up into the wall itself. And what we will see is we'll see a big hollow cavity up the wall itself where we can actually see deterioration or separation of the wall here. And you can actually see probably a little bit better. This would be more indicative of the white line right here. And you're not seeing it very good here, but here it is right there. And what ends up happening is that this fungus will grow up in here and separate the actual lamina from the wall, from the dorsal lamina, and eventually it creates a big hollow area in the wall itself, and can create obviously quite a bit of soreness, loss of support of the wall, and eventually contribute to potential lameness and other difficulties or deterioration of the wall itself. So what we tend to do is we use things like Keratex, things like this, to go ahead and kill off the fungus and or treat that by going in there and cauterizing it and dissecting it out and doing what they call a wall resection. And with fairly high success, they work out pretty well where it grows out and it's gone.
Yeah, we've had more than a few on the racetrack, and it's very manageable. I think, and you work with a good blacksmith to cut that hoof wall away. And it is manageable. I think something that, it's important is to note, if that horse is sound. If they're not, then obviously you need to stop for a while to make sure the problem's corrected.